Hello, YouTubers. MediaShinobi got Jan Sawyer, TheJSAWprocess, Chris Clark, ssjgojira.
We're back to normal now.
And three of us are out of school for now.
Yeah. Well,
now.
I've been off school, sucker.
Haven't been going to school.
Whatever.
So today we're gonna bring you Legend of Korra episode 10, Turning the Tides.
Yeah. Beginning
of the episode, nothing really big happened. They were just recuperating after rescuing Korra.
Korra was recuperating.
Yeah. Basically, we see Korra finally get out of bed. She's eating again. Obviously, she's
drained,
eating, but she's definitely drained from what happened in the previous episode. If you remember.
Yeah, I remember too.
Also, we see Pema is starting to feel a contraction. You know, she's due. Belly bump.
Big belly bump from the beginning of this series.
Definitely. Also, Asami is starting to point out to Mako, like, I know you like Korra, but I'm your woman.
Yeah. You gotta choose.
Yeah. Also, we see Tenzin awkwardly ask Lin, hey, can you protect my family? Because the last thing I want is harm inflicted upon my family.
And Lin's like, no!
Those are my babies.
Could have been my babies, you know.
But you chose a non-bender.
Named my baby Onyx. I named you Sapphire.
Come on.
I named you Pebbles.
And Wind.
Like fire!
So after Tenzin, you know, seriously asks Lin for that,
she accepts, and you know, she's in the mind helping her out because she really changed since the beginning. She truly accepted Tenzin as her friend now, and was willing to do whatever it takes to protect his family.
Character development.
Yay!
So after that, Tenzin goes back into Republic City, and before I go into that, there was a cutscene with actually one of the council members, the fire.
One of the
representative
Fire Nation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Bye, dear.
Bye, dear. Yes, dear. Dear. Yeah, this is where
we see
the ambush.
One of the equalists actually captures her.
There's a lieutenant, right?
No, just a regular.
Just a regular? Yeah, like, we're here to exterminate your bugs. Can we come in? Dear? So yeah, going back to what I said earlier, Tenzin gets ambushed and barely escapes, you know.
But we got to see more Tenzin fighting, which is pretty cool to see because, you know, we can't get enough Tenzin fighting.
But then it's unfair.
What happens later on?
It's just not fair.
Too soon.
He managed to escape. He goes and meets up with Saikon, the new chief police. And then they were doing just fine, and they were going to contact the
general of United Forces, pretty much just like the Navy, apparently the Navy of the Avatar world, but we'll get back to that later on.
I think it's more than just the Navy.
You think?
It's the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's just they replied faster. They were, you know, quicker.
So after that, you see the electricity's like
goes out, and they get gassed, and so Tenzin has to get the other metal bending cops out of there,
and they manage to get out. But then outside is, I believe, 6 mecha tanks.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Not fair.
Magnets.
With electromagnets. Like,
yeah.
Come on!
I'm like, yeah, and it sucks because, so the metal bending police, of course, get captured in those magnets.
Yeah,
that only leaves Tenzin to fight off those guys. He lasts a while!
I know, Tenzin was magnificent.
I hate my life sometimes.
What? I thought you thought it was magnifying.
Oh, shut up!
Tenzin, you know, if it was 3.
Or 1.
Or 1. He would definitely have 1. He would definitely have 1. Yeah. But since it was 6, he was overpowered and he literally was temporarily unconscious.
Yeah, he was unconscious for a little bit.
But then, bam!
Team Avatar comes in.
A car just launches off of the air, literally crashed into one of the mechs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy kind of is dead.
And don't worry, she's rich. She can afford those.
Well, is she still rich?
No.
She's daddy's girl.
Well, not anymore.
But daddy girls is evil.
Yeah, so Team Avatar comes in and saves Tenzin, and they actually held their own pretty well against the mega tanks, and they actually was able to take him out.
Yeah, apparently electricity works very well. Water worked.
If you put them in the exhaust tube.
Yeah, and they were definitely
they were more prepared, I would say, or they knew what to expect on like the first time they fought him, or they didn't expect it.
Oh hell no, they had no chance back then.
Yeah, but then after beating the mega tanks, they see that Tenzin's island is being invited by the Equalists now. So now it goes to the Enchanted Isle where you see the lieutenant again and a bunch of Equalists attacking the temple, and it just shows more of actually the White Lotus Society actually fighting for once, which is cool.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
But the main event was Lin taking out all the chi blockers by herself, which was again very badass.
Cause she's Batwoman. The
Batwoman.
babysitter.
I'm Chief Windfall,
the babysitter from hell.
But yeah, Lin held her ground once again. It was just
She got electrocuted again.
with her whips. Obviously, if you had
By
at least
lieutenant.
chemistry once, you would know that metal is a conductor.
But surprisingly, out of nowhere, the airbending kids save her, which is surprising because we haven't seen them
Damn.
fight.
Woo!
Like Iki, Jinora, Milo, and I'm not gonna lie.
Part bending.
Barbending.
Bending.
And I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool to see them actually fight.
Yeah, definitely.
They were better than Korra.
Ah, that's sad, but it's kind of jerk.
Well, they're airbending.
Or
they're-
airbend.
And so they were able to apprehend them, and the baby's born. Penma actually finally gave him birth and
Off screen.
off screen,
Mm-hmm.
and they named him Rohan.
Rohan.
Yeah.
Rohan.
Which I really like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a really creative name.
I
I'm
like the name.
Rohan.
So yeah, this is when Korra and the gang gets back on the island, along with Tenzin,
Mhm.
to check up on the family. Which, once again, we state the fact that Lin was saved by the 3 children, which was pretty cool in my opinion. Farben. But after that, they realized they had to split up into 2 groups. You know, you have
Yeah, Republic City's not
Tenzin.
safe anymore.
and the family with Lin go by air, by bison, and then you have Korra and the gang go on Naga underwater.
And I like this part because, and it was really subtle, the fact that Korra learned that, yeah, we have to be patient in this situation. Like, and we know in the first episode, she'll be like, no, we gotta take them all right now, let's do this. But she learns, like, yeah, this is a situation where we have to wait until backup comes up because, you know, we're gonna lose if we take them on now. And I really like that. And I think, and it was very subtle too, because I don't see many people mentioning it. But that's just something to point out. That was interesting. And I like to point out the funny scene where it shows, like, them escaping on Naga, and while they're leaving the island, they get ambushed by the lieutenant. And just when the lieutenant's about to electrocute them, Naga, please! Gets smacked by Naga. Lately we've been seeing the lieutenant getting his ass handed to him multiple times already.
And he's a lieutenant. I mean,
Well, his name is we just call him lieutenant, but
Yeah.
So after we see the lieutenant get his ass kicked, we get a cutscene to Tenzin escaping on the air bisons,
Definitely.
and there's 2 airships following him. This is where Lin decides to have her final Batman flight and risk her life to let.
why can't I have anything nice in this world? Why?
Yeah, so Lin does her badass. She's able to take down 1 airship. She got captured on the 2nd airship.
She was able to damage it, so it made them unable to continue the chase.
Amon finally got her.
Yeah, and her last words saying, "I ain't telling you anything."
You monster.
Ah! No.
No music. It was raining.
It was dark. It was sad music. I was like,
The last scene, we see Team Avatar in a sewer, and then we see Mako holding Korra, and Asami with the evil eye.
yeah, she's probably gonna betray him. It's fact. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
You okay, Jan?
Bambi will lick
No,
your wounds.
no.
Bambi will lick your wounds. We get a surprise guest. You would say grandson or son?
Grandson.
Grandson.
Descendant.
Okay, we see the return of Dante Bosco as a relative of Zuko, who's actually named General Iroh, who is actually the general of the
Yeah.
United Forces, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, the moment he spoke, I was like,
That's Zuko's descendant. That's Zuko's grandson. We're calling it. So yeah, it's about to go down. Next week is the big finale. We get to see it. I kind of want Amon to win, just because I want him to stay the villain. I don't want no one else. I like Amon way too damn much.
I feel like, if anything, it will be either a loss or a not a stagnant moment, but
A
a
tie?
standstill,
Yeah.
basically. Because there's no way Amon can only be villain for season 1, because
He's just
how
so
can they
bad.
top Amon?
He's just too badass, man.
Well, remember, Chris? Amon's counterpart, where he hates bending, but then he kills the vendors instead.
That's what he thought. Like, the new villain should be like, he just like, I'm killing you.
Like, I agree with
Maybe.
Amon. but they don't deserve to live.
So basically, a more
Terrible.
extreme version of Amon.
Yeah, but no, I want him on. I like him way too much. He's one of my favorite characters.
So what do you guys think so far? Or next episode?
I can't wait. I'm very excited for it, and I'm just excited. I have no experience for it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's an hour-long special. It's gonna show the Armada finally reaching Republic City, and
So
this is
hopefully
gonna
it'll really balance it out since the Equalists have these airships and Amon and
Think Avatar State will occur?
that part I do not know because in the preview it's not a spoiler. You see in the preview, Amon looks like he's about to take Korra's bending.
No, she did. Like his finger was fully on her head.
Yeah, he was on Korra's head. So
do you think that
two things could happen.
Do you think that'll trigger the Avatar State?
That could happen, or Korra bending really does go away. I miss the Avatar State, but then again, I don't want Amon to lose, mostly because I want to see more of him. He's just so badass.
What about Asami? You think she's gonna betray?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna.
I'm
like
Called it from day one.
I'm like 70%.
See, I as much as I like her now, like I accept her 98%. The only reason it's not 100, that 2%, is because I know she's gonna backstab them.
You're probably,
But for the heat of passion,
it'll be like her dad is saying, "Look, a bender broke your heart to fall in love with another bender."
oh hell, no.
So we don't drag this out any longer. So see you next week. And also one more thing, we need a new series since Korra's ending. So please recommend anything, and we will review literally anything. And do you guys want us to review the old series? I'm just curious. We would.
Avatar.
The Last Airbender. Or you want us to review the movie?
Oh God,
no!
This is ssjgojira.
And this is the TheJSAWprocess.
We're MediaShinobi, and we're signing out. Peace.
With Scott.
Okay.
Yeah. And we thought he was defeated, but apparently he had this paranoid face like, oh no, I'm gonna lose. So he was like...
So about Lin, guys. Guys. My ninja.